Hello family, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are still here at I Am Marwa Villa. Today we are going to begin with showing you the progress at the kitchen, the plumbing work that was done. As I told you, in Concept Interiors is our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to this channel. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, like the video, share. As we said before, we are doing other consultancy for I Am Marwa, designing, and also all the other stuff that goes along with design. So as I told you before in our earlier video, we had to do some changes in the kitchen here. I know most of my videos have been concentration on the gypsum ceiling, but at the same time we are still consulting on other finishes, general finishes in the house. There is a Strongman 254, the plumber, who is working for Marwa. So we are working together hand in hand with him. We are showing him, we are working together on where to put, how to do the plumbing, so that when it comes to designing the kitchen, the cabinets, when it comes to doing the fitting for the bathrooms, they can come in well and at the correct point. So initially we started here. When we came, there was a problem with the plumbing in the kitchen. The kitchen design that I Am Marwa wants will have an island. So initially they had done these pipes very close to the wall over there. So we had to move them from that place and brought them here where they are, because they were too close to the cabinet where the cooker will be. There was not enough space for someone working in the kitchen, because we need a space to move around when you're working in the kitchen. So the island will be here. We had to do some changes. As you can see, we did the changes. We had to remove some pipes here, and then move the pipes for the hot water and cold water and the wastewater. We had to move them from this spot here to this spot here. Then we had to move the electrical power from this spot somewhere there to here. We have an electrical point here because on the island we are going, Marwa wants to have two cooking points. So there will be the main kitchen, the main cooker on the wall, and then at the island we are going to have what we call an induction cooker. Induction cooker is an electric cooker. It uses electricity. It's a glass induction cooker. So it will be here at the center. So these are some of the changes that we had to do so that the kitchen can come out nicely, modern, and very functional. Initially it was not functional. So we also had to do some changes here. This area initially was supposed to be a laundry according to I Am Marwa, but because we had not enough space in the kitchen to do a main sink for washing the dishes, we had to do the main sink here. We're going to do a big sink, a double wall, deep double wall stainless steel sink. Then we put some points here. There will be a dishwasher here. We're going to do a dishwasher. So those are the changes that we did as in Concept Interiors at this I Am Marwa kitchen. Not forgetting to mention that on the island we are also going to have a sink. We call it a vegetable sink. When you're cooking in the kitchen, you just need to wash your vegetables and fruits on the island and cook them and cut and prepare. If you're preparing juice, you just do them on the countertop on the island. And then if you want to wash the utensils, then you go to the main sink, which will be a double bowl over there. Then on the same island, we are going to divide it into two. We'll have the induction cooker on one side, on the other side of the cooker. Then on this side, for the dining area, we are going to have a breakfast area. whereby you can have the high stools. You can have a quick breakfast on the island in the kitchen. So the design for the kitchen is still underway. We are working on it. We'll share with you guys once it's done. So we're still working on the design for the kitchen. So right now we are going to, I will take you to Aaron Dante's room. We did some changes also on Aaron's Dante room in the bathroom. Also in the same bathroom, the piping was not done nicely. It was not functional, so we had to do some changes. So I'll show you guys what we did. Just a little bit of changes, but unfortunately we had to. So what I was saying, the Strongman 254 has already done all the corrections. So what we need to do here is we need to discuss with him where we are going to put the shower, where we're going to put the bathtub, and where the toilet will be.
Yes.
So Strongman, we discussed this yesterday. Can you just show them our proposal that we already discussed with the boss? I hope he has understood and accepted.
Yes, he has understood and accepted.
Okay, fine.
So this is the trap. This trap, we usually call it Master Galley. Master Galley has 3 main lines, which the first one, which is the bigger one, is 2 inch. 2 inch and 2, and there is another 2 which are 1.5. That is 1 inch and a half. But you can see there is this pipe right here. This pipe right here is 1 1/4. That is 1 inch and a quarter. Which means this Master Galley, on one side of the side which you are fixing the pipe of 1 1/2, he reduced from 1 1/2 to 1 1/4.
1 1/4.
And you see the jacuzzi or bathtub usually is 1 1/2.
Okay.
Yes. So he has gone down from 1 1/2 to 1 1/4.
To 1 1/4.
Which means you can't expand 1 1/4 to 1 1/2.
Okay.
You have to reduce from 2 inch to 1 1/2.
So you have to come from bigger to smaller.
Yeah, you can't.
So he came from smaller, then he went to bigger.
Exactly.
Okay.
So as you can see the positioning, according to his plan, the jacuzzi has to be here, but you can see the shower is also right here. You can't be showering right here, and maybe if you put a jacuzzi here, the jacuzzi will come all the way from this place.
Yeah.
So what we have decided, and we discussed yesterday, we have to bring this,
move the shower
up to this area
at the corner.
Yes. Then all this area from here to that end there where my brother was standing.
We do the jacuzzi. We do the bathtub.
The bathtub. This bathtub is a freestanding.
It's a freestanding bathtub.
Yes, it doesn't depend on the walls.
Yeah, it's not inbuilt. It's not wall mount. It's freestanding.
It's freestanding.
Yeah.
So from this end to that end, then we have decided to put
bathtub. Yeah, I understand.
For that to happen, you see all these tiles.
We have to remove the tiles.
Yes, have to remove all these tiles such that we do like connect our waste.
So we connect our waste from there to the bathtub.
Area. And to bring these 2 lines here, we are going to remove this
the waste pipe.
Here was supposed to be a wash and basin.
Yeah, the wash and basin.
So these pipes will be dropping
bring
down,
them down
and stand here because the freestanding bathtub usually the mixer stands from there.
Yeah. So guys, what the Strongman 254 is saying, initially the plumber had put a wash and basin here.
Yes.
And now that we have changed and we want to do our bathtub here, we will have to drop these pipes from the wall to the floor.
Yes.
Because the freestanding bathtub has also a freestanding mixer.
Which
So the
is stands
freestanding
on the
mixer
floor.
comes directly from the floor, comes up, takes a bend, and pours water into the tub.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what we are doing here.
So we have decided now to shift this washing basin to this area right here.
So we have brought the wash and basin from this point
this
all
area.
the way to this point.
Which means for that to happen now, we have also to remove this line.
We have to remove
from
this tile
area to the wall.
and to do the waste pipe.
Yes,
Come
to
here.
do the waste pipe, to chisel the line of our waste pipe and have a T-junction right here. So we connect this line and this
That
line.
line.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So guys, this is what we are doing here today. Strongman 254, he has already done the piping, he has finished. Now what is remaining is to remove the tiles and do the piping for the waste from the wash and basin to and also the waste for the bathtub, and connect it back to the main pipe there that will take the wastewater out. So guys, stay tuned on this video, on this channel. We are going to show you the progress after we have all done that. We are going to show you and also update you on the progress of this bathroom. This is Aaron Dante's bathroom. Please stay tuned and watch and enjoy our videos. Please share and subscribe. So Strongman,
Yes.
any other thing?
Any other thing? What is remaining?
Okay, so we were to do the measurements. So what you do?
We have to do the measurements from this one. You see, there is some gap which is right here.
Yeah, that's a pillar.
A pillar. So we are going to build like from this area, like 34 here.
Uh-huh.
So we are going to build something from this area to this area, such that when you fix a toilet, it's going to.
So that when you fix the toilet, it lies on directly on the wall.
So we have to fill until this area.
Okay.
Then it means if we are going to take some measurements, we are going to take some measurements
From the pillar.
from the pillar.
Okay.
From the pillar, which means the pillar is like 5 inches. The thickness of the pillar is 5 inches. So we measure 5 inches with this. Brian, come on, hold the gentleman.
Hey guy, just
From that area to this area is.
So first what we will do.
So that is 1,600.
Now what we will do, Strongman,
Yes.
we need first of all to determine the size of the jacuzzi, which is standard. It's normally standard bathroom is 1.7 meters. So we need to take 1.7 meters from that end. That is 1700 millimeters. Where is it?
Actually.
Yeah, that is a standard bathtub. It could go to all the way to 2 meters, but a standard bathtub is 1.7. So now that we have seen, so after 1.7, you give it like another 200 or 300 there. So I want you to measure for me from here to the wall. Then we see the space that we have. Because a standard, the minimum standard of a shower cubicle supposed to be 900 by 900, and we have more than enough space. This is 1.4.
Yeah.
So what we are going to do, we are going to do a bath, because we have a bathtub and this is a shower. We will take 1 meter. We will do a shower cubicle for 1 meter by 1 meter. So we need to take the measurements from the pillar 1 meter. That's where your bathtub. That's your bathroom area.
Yes.
That's your bathroom space. Your shower space. Yeah. So 1 meter. What you do? You get the measurements, you see, you'll get the measurements from, after you get your pillar, you put a mark there, you take 1 meter, then you do your piping at the center.
At the center,
Yeah.
which is, okay.
Yeah.
So the center of 1 meter.
So how much is that column, the space here?
This
The
is
small one.
This is like.
It is 120 millimeters. So what you do, 120. So what you do, we can take up to 200. So I want you to measure 1.2 from the corner. 1.2.
1.2 is.
No, 1 meter. That is 1200 millimeters.
This one?
Yeah, from the corner there.
From the corner.
1 meter. 1.2 meters.
1 meter.
1 meter, then 0.2. 2 is the, that is 12. You see 12, 120?
Yes.
120? Yeah, you can put a mark there.
Can I have like
120?
this is 120?
Okay. So from 120, that's our bathroom, yeah?
Yes.
From here, you will measure 500 from that mark inside. 500. From this mark.
From this mark.
I want you to get the center
Okay,
here.
from this mark.
You
measure 500.
that's a half a meter, 500.
500, which is here.
Yeah, so that's where you put your pipes.
So our shower is going to.
Yeah, that shower is 1 meter. Is okay.
Okay.
Shower standard.
So this one is the center.
Yeah.
Of the two lines.
Yeah.
Hot and cold.
Yeah. So that's the center. Yes. So your two lines will be on each side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here and here.
And there. So we do our shower there.
Yeah.
And then. These points, do they remain? Okay, I want you to take 1.1 meter from the wall. I want to see if it is interfering with the toilet.
1 point.
Take on the floor. Let's put the segment on the floor. 1.1 meter. 1.1.
Yes.
So we have a challenge there. This is our toilet.
This is our toilet.
Can it move?
I don't know the thickness of the slab. I don't know the thickness of the slab. Or you want to move to that end or?
No, just somewhere here. Because if that is our shower, at least a shower needs, where is 900?
900 is here. 900. Where the trap is?
Yeah, because we need some space. We need some space there, so that.
If it will be maybe difficult, we usually connect. You usually use.
You can do the. So you said you are going to build something there.
Yes. Yes. So.
Because this toilet needs to move this way,
like
so that it needs to come up to this level.
To this area.
Well, that's where it is. If it can come up to here, then it will be. It will give us a space for the shower. How possible is that?
When we are removing the tiles.
Okay, you remove the tiles, and then we come and look at that. If that works, then we can maintain our bathroom there.
Because if maybe we remove them, it means you have to interfere also with this one. It has to go that direction, and this one has to come this way.
So guys, keep watching. We're going to update you on the final product of this bathroom as we continue discussing with Strongman 254. Please keep tuned. We had to remove some tiles. So this is Dante's bathroom. You can see we have already removed the floor tiles. Guys. So we are changing the system. This bathroom is supposed to have a bathtub, and it's supposed to have a shower, hand wash basin, and a toilet. So according to the initial piping was not accommodating all those things. Some of them were in the wrong place, so we had to remove the tiles and redo it. So we will show you this bathroom once it's done. We've changed we have changed some of the things, but we are going. Just stay tuned. We are going to show you once we have put everything in place. Stay tuned. So now we're going back to our gypsum ceiling, our main project as in Concept Interiors. Please stay tuned. Follow us. I want to show you where we are on gypsum. We are now doing the final touches on our gypsum ceiling, guys. We have already fixed the boards. We showed you the structure when it was still raw. Now we want to show you after we have done our boards. We have already done fixing of the boards. Please watch are going to show you how the finished product is coming up. This is how the gypsum ceiling is coming up. We have already done the cabling, finished the cabling. Now we have done the gypsum ceiling. Just remaining a few parts, you can see, which we are going to complete in a very short time. Today we are going to complete the covering of the entire gypsum area. And then we will officially start now doing the skilling for the ceiling, preparation for the paint work. If you can see, we have done some marking here. These lines are the ones that we are going to use. This is where our linear light will be running. And this line is running all the way around all the four corners. We have 2 strips of linear running lights, 2 strips of them, running all round square on all the 4 corners. This is where they will run. We have already marked. You can see the 2. We have already done the provision for the power lighting, for the powering, for the linear lights. You can see the black 2 oils over there. Those are the black pipes that will give us the power supply for the linear lighting. So you will do the linear lighting all the way to the end, go around like that, come like this, then come back like this. So guys, this will be a very interesting experience. Please stay tuned, watch until we finish this gypsum ceiling. As I told you, we are going to do a special video of unveiling the lights that we are going to use here. We have a chandelier, a very amazing, beautiful chandelier that we just received from China. It was imported from China by our colleague from Jungle Adventures. So please stay tuned. We are going also to show you as we test our lightings. We are going to test the lightings for the strip lights. We are going to test the lighting for the snake light, the shadow lights, the linear running lights. We are going also to unveil the amazing big chandelier that is going to hang down from the first floor down to the double volume on the ground floor. We have an amazing lighting over there, guys. So please stay tuned to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel in Concept Interior Studio. That is our channel. We are going to show you, we are on a journey at Aya Marwa's villa, decorating the ceiling in the lobby, the main living room at the double volume. So guys, as we said before, we are going to show you each and every step of the way as we construct this ceiling until we finish, until we see the light is working. We are going to show you each and every step of the way, guys. Stay tuned. This is a very educative video. This channel is mainly for educating you guys on how to do simple things in your house. You don't need to get a technician to do things. If you follow this video step by step, some of the things you'll be able to know and you can do it yourself, apart from this very technical stuff that you need to call a technician. But for the simple stuff, we are going to take you through very simple steps on how to do. We'll guide you on how to do the paint work, how to prepare the surfaces before you paint. As you can see, the gypsum ceiling, when you look at it now, you can see the joint where the gypsum is joining. That is a joint and be visible. You can look at the black stuff. Those are the screws where we are using to screw. And now, before we paint that area, there is what we call surface preparation. Surface preparation, we have to use a filler. In this case, we are using a Gypsum filler. Gypsum filler comes in the form of powder. So you have to mix with water. I'll show you how it is being done. I have one of my guys here mixing the filler. This is how they mix it. You have to stir the filler, you stir completely until it mixes well. Stir it completely. It is in powder form, guys. So you have to mix it, take it in a powder form. This is how it looks. Then you mix it completely. You just add water and mix completely for around 15 minutes until it's ready. It has to be, the viscosity depends on the coats that you are going to use. The first coat, when you start doing the filler, is supposed to be a little bit thicker so that it can cover the joints. Then we do the second coat, which is a little bit lighter, so that it just comes on top and covers the remaining of the joint. And then we have the third coat, which is very, very, very light, that smoothens the surface. I'll show you how it's done when they are done with the mixing. Then after doing the last coat, and then you normally use the steel trowel that is normally used by the masons for doing their construction. That is what you use for smoothening here in Africa. I don't know in your country what you use. I don't know in America. I've never been there. I've not seen what they use. Maybe I'll find out on YouTube. But here in Africa, we have steel trowels that we use to smoothen, to spread the filler. Then after spreading the last smooth coat, what you do is you wait for it to dry. Once it's dry completely, then you can come with a very fine grit sandpaper. Here in Africa, we say grit number P120. P120 is the finest we have. You sand with the P120. After sanding with P120, the surface will be smooth enough. Then you can apply your paint using a paint roller smoothly. That will give you a very flat, clean surface. So guys, my guy has just finished preparing the filler. I'll show you how he's going to apply it. That's how it's done. That is the second coat he's applying there. The second coat. So it is not very, very, very thick. It's supposed to be light, but not very light again. So after that, he will do a third coat. Then the third coat will be the smoothest and the very fine one. Then from there, we'll just wait it to settle, dry completely. You have to wait it to dry. At least you give it like 3 to 4 hours for it to dry. Once it is dried, then you can start your sanding. Once you finish your sanding, you look at the surface. If it's still very rough and coarse, you can do another very light, thin of layer of filler. Then you wait for it to dry again. After it's dried completely, then you can sand. Once the surface is smooth, completely smooth, then you can be able to start painting using your paint roller, guys. So as we said before, this is a very educative channel. We are going to teach you how to do painting in your house. Simple steps. The same procedure we use to do painting on the gypsum ceiling is the same procedure we use to do the painting on the wall. So if your wall is very rough, it has cracks, you need to prepare the filler, fill in the cracks, and then you wait for it to dry, sand. If it's still very coarse, prepare a lighter viscosity of filler, fill it in again using your steel trowel, wait for it to dry, then sand it down. Once your wall is very smooth, you can fill it with your hand. You can just do your hand like this on the wall. Once you feel it is smooth enough, then you're ready to go. You can take your paint roller, mix your paint depending to the manufacturers, and then after you finish that, then you can do the painting. After you do the painting, guys, first you need to do the primer. We have what we call the primer. Here in Africa, we call it the undercoat. You do the undercoat. You need to do at least 2 coats of undercoat to make sure that you cover the whole wall and the initial color that was on the wall is completely gone. The primer, most primers come in white, shades of white. Some of them are gray. So when you're doing the primer, you have to cover the wall completely until you can only see the primer and you don't see the color beneath. Once your wall surface is okay, then you can now take the color scheme that you want, your paint. If you want to do red, if you want to do green, brown, whichever color scheme that you want to do, then you can continue and paint your wall using a paint roller. For the painting, guys, you need to read the container for the paint. Every manufacturer, they normally put instructions on how to thin your paint and what you need to use to thin your paint. Some paints you need to thin with them. Some paints you need to use, most of the paints for residential, they are water-based. We call them emulsion paints. But there are some paints which are oil-based. You need to use white spirit. And so you need to read the instructions from the manufacturer on how to thin your paint, and also the quantity of the thinner that you need to use compared to the paint, the ratio. They normally put there the ratio. Sometimes they'll tell you the ratio is 1 liter of paint to a quarter liter of water. So it depends on different manufacturers of paint. So please, before you paint your house, go read the instructions on the tin, on the container. They have always put the instructions there, how to thin it, what to use to thin it, and even they do the instructions on how to apply, even the material that you need to use to apply. They will tell you if you need to use the roller, if you need to use the brush, or you need to spray the paint. So stay tuned to this channel. This is a very educative channel. We are going to teach you everything that you need to know in your DIY. Thank you. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please go and subscribe at In Concept Interior Studio Limited. Give our video a like, and don't forget to comment and subscribe and share. Guys, we are still laying the gypsum boards. We are almost done. We are almost there. We are almost done with the gypsum boards. So we are doing we're just on the final stages of laying the gypsum boards. This is how it looks. This is how it looks. Guys, this is how the gypsum is coming out. We're almost done. We're only remaining with this part, in these few areas, just to finish. As you can see, we have our cable in place. We also have our cable ties here ready for the snake light. Please keep watching. If you are just joining, we are almost done. We are almost there. We are almost there. You can see we have already done 2 outlets there. That's where the cables will come to the lighting. As you can see, we are now doing the final gypsum laying. Final touch-ups for the gypsum. So this is how it looks, guys. We're almost there. These are our cables. This is how we do the gypsum. Guys, we are here. We are laying the gypsum boards. We are finishing up. We are finishing up on the gypsum boards. So, as I was saying, we recommend 9mm gypsum board for the ceiling. We have 12mm gypsum board. We recommend it for the drywall if you're doing a partition, the wall. We have both 9 and 12mm gypsum board, which we call moisture resistant. We recommend that for the bathrooms and wet areas, ceiling, because they are resistant to moisture. So you can use either 12mm or 9mm depending on what you want. But you can also use 12mm for the ceiling, but 9mm is equally good. So 12mm, we only recommend that for the drywall partitions. If you want to partition an office, you you want to partition, maybe in your house you want to partition a room, so we recommend that you use 12mm drywall. So guys, we are on the final stage. As I said, we will be finishing this job in the next 4 days or so, because we need to do the skimming, we need to do the sanding, we need to do the painting, then finally we need to fix the lighting. We have already done the cabling for our lighting, so we are just waiting to finish to paint, and then we will cut and fix the lightings. But with that, we have to finish the sanding and everything else. So guys, this is where we are. Please stay tuned on this channel. Subscribe, share, like, comment, and let us know what you think. And after we have done with this project, guys, I would like you to rate it. Give us some rating between 1 and 10, or 10 and 100. You give us a rating and let us know what you think about this project, guys. Stay tuned, guys. Don't go away. We're going to show you everything to the end. Guys, we are still proceeding with our design. As you can see, we have now done the strip. That's where the linear light that's where we're going to fit our linear lights. There's just a gap that we've created in between the gypsum. If you can see, that gap is running around the gypsum. That's where we are going to fit our linear light, guys. I'll show you through. It's going through all through around the gypsum. This is what we are creating. You can look at that. That's how our light will run. We have 2 linear lights that are running parallel to each other. We have already created a gap. I'm going to show you the kind of profile we are going to use there. We have an aluminium profile for the strip lighting. So we have an aluminium profile for the strip lighting. Guys, this is the aluminium profile for the strip lighting. I want to get one out so that I can show you guys how it looks. This aluminium profile comes in the length of 3 meters long. So we are going to join them together along our ceiling. Going to put it on the ceiling. It comes with a cover. We have a plastic cover here, so you remove the cover. Once you remove the plastic cover, this is how it looks. I hope you can see it, guys. This is how the profile looks. An aluminium profile, straight. Now this profile is the one you are going to fit here. We are going to fit in the gypsum ceiling. Once we fit that profile in the gypsum ceiling, it is going to go round. We have made provision for that. It's going round. Round, 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 round. We have only cut one line for the first profile. So after that we are going to cut the second line for the second profile, because we want them to be 2 parallel linear lights running together all around the ceiling. This is a special light programmed. It's called a running linear light. Running linear lighting. There's a reason why we are calling it a running linear lighting, because when you light it, it runs from one end, goes around the ceiling to the end until it goes to where it began, and then it stops. And Then when you switch it off again, it will run, coming back from where it came from, and then it goes off. So guys, I want you to watch this video to the end. Please follow this channel, subscribe to In Concept Interior Studio. We're going to show you, I've already shown you how the aluminium strip looks like. We are going to show you how to install the aluminium strip framework. We are going to show you how to do the aluminium lighting. And I'm also going to show you guys, I'm also going to do for you sample testing of the linear light, how it looks. We will test it with you. I'll show you how it works. It has a remote. Actually, it is using a wireless remote. They call it a wireless remote. So I'm going to show you, you have just done the first one. So we want to do the second one. Just keep on watching. You will see how it works. That's the aluminium strip. Just stay tuned on this channel, guys. I'm going to show you the lighting. I'll do a presentation of the lights that you are going to use here. I'll show you the downlighter that you are going to use. I'll show you the linear running light that you are going to use together with their remote, their power supply. I'll also show you the kind of snake light or the shadow light we are going to use on this ceiling. Then later on, we are going to unveil the big magical chandelier that we are going to use at the center of our room. That one we will unveil it later. It arrived yesterday from China. We have one of our guys here at Marwa Villa. The guy in charge of the guy is the one who is in charge of accommodation. He also does importation of goods from China. So he decided to do for us, imported for us the lighting for the staircase, the dining area, the living area, and also some common areas for the Marwa Villa. So those lights, keep tuned. We are going to unveil those lights. We are going to show them to you. They are very magnificent. The light that we are going to use here at the Villa Medellin, the lounge, those are the kind of lights that you'll only find in a 6-star, 5-star or 4-star hotels. Actually, they are very rare lights that you cannot find them here. That's why we decided to import them. And you find them, if you find them locally, they could be quite very expensive. So we decided to import those lightings. So guys, please stay tuned. I'm going to show you everything, how it's going to go down. I'll show you the sample of the downlighters that you're going to use. I'll show you the rope light or the snake light that you're going to use in this gypsum ceiling. As I told you earlier, we are going to do a shadow light here. This is where we're going to do the shadow light. You can see in between there. We have already finished the gypsum. Yesterday I showed you up there, we had already done our cable ties. We did our cable ties. You can see a piece over there. That's a piece of a cable tie. That cable tie, as I told you yesterday, for you to get a uniform lighting, a uniform shade of lighting in a shadow light, we have to tie the rope light using cable ties on a straight linear light. If it gets a wave, even in a small area, then the shadow will be uneven. So for you to get a uniform shadow in the indirect lighting or the shadow light, we need to do a straight line, use the cable ties. The cable ties are the ones which are going to hold the rope light in place and give you a very uniform lighting in the shadow lights. So guys, stay tuned. I'll be showing you in a few the lighting. We are going to test the lighting for you. We'll show you how they light, and then we are going to show you the downlighters that we are going to use on this gypsum ceiling. I'm also going to unveil to you, I've already shown you the aluminium profile that we are going to use to conceal our linear light. Then later on, I'm going to show you all the lights that we are going to use here and explain as to why we decided to use each and every one of them, guys. So we have so many different kind of lighting, and so when you are choosing the lightings, it's also very important to know that what kind of lighting do you need to use, and also very important to know that where are you putting the lightings, and how to use them, and also to check on the wattage, so that you also get to save your energy, because we have some lighting which are very, very, very expensive. They're going to give you a very expensive electrical bills. So we make sure that we use the low wattage LED lightings. So we use LED lightings. Most of our lightings are LED. Light emitting diodes. That's the meaning of LED, in case you didn't know. So we are going to show you everything just in a few. So please, guys, stay tuned. Don't move. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And our channel is In Concept Interior Studio. Subscribe, like, comment, and let us know what you think about the ceiling. We have an open space at the center here. As I explained yesterday, the center space, why we have not covered it is because our chandelier is very heavy, and we cannot mount it on the gypsum board. Gypsum board is very brittle. I showed you yesterday. It breaks very easily when it gets impact, or when it's put under, is subjected to a heavy load. So what we need to do at the center, every light that you mount on the gypsum directly, we have two types of lighting for the gypsum. We have the recessed lightings, and we have the surface mounted lightings. When you're doing the recessed lighting, you take the light. I'll show you how we are going to fix it. Stay on this video, but you cut an opening in the gypsum. Then the recessed lighting comes with some special holders with a spring that holds directly into the gypsum. They get into the gypsum and recessed inside. But if you're doing a surface mounted lighting on a gypsum board, and it's heavy like a chandelier or a surface mounted, then you need to have a stronger base behind the gypsum, so that when you do your screws, you're drilling in, the screw is not hold onto the gypsum, but they'll hold on something at the back. So we are going to do, we're going to use we're going to use a marine board. We call it a marine board. Marine board is here we call it 18 ply. Some people call it a plywood, some people call it a 6 ply. We have 6 ply, which is 6 millimeter. We have 9 plies, which is 9 millimeter, 12 ply, which is 12 millimeter. So in this case, we are going to use an 18 ply board, which we are going to suspend at the center, reinforce it on the concrete. And then when we come with our chandelier, because it's heavy, we are going to screw it on the gypsum. And then beneath the gypsum, the screw will get a hold of the marine ply. The marine ply is the one which is going to hold the weight of the light. And the marine ply will be fastened tightly and secured on the slab, which is the concrete, guys. So we are going to show you all this process. I want you to stay tuned, don't move, watch, give the video a like, subscribe, and comment.